Progress Parade brings you a collection of true stories of America at work.
Nighttime. Time to hit the open road. Time for these giants of the highway to pull out from their terminals and carry their loads of freight.
With 4 strong steel rods and 4 strong steel cables through a strong, sturdy cross shaft and link, what could be simpler? What could be safer? After all, why should there be a problem in connecting 4 with 1, particularly where safety is at stake?
No matter what emergency he may have to meet and conquer, he'll bring in his load on time and fully enjoy the pleasures of night driving.
When he has the tool 2 miles down, he feels his way carefully, cautiously. He uses the gauges as his eyes, experience as his guide.
Work was an excuse for him not to get close to the children and me. If he did get close to us, it would involve a responsibility on his part, and he didn't want this responsibility.
I would say that probably the trucking company ran most of my life. I mean, from the time I got out of school and what have you, first 6 or 8 years of marriage. Starting out in '58 as just a part-time boy in there to wash the trucks up, and then I just slowly went up. But I was treated more as a son than an employee, and I was expected to operate like a son. They would tell you to do things without asking if you had anything to do at home or if you had anything planned.
My daughter was 3 months old and she didn't even recognize me. That's when it really hit. Then I hadn't been home in quite a while. And I was after a fantasy, you know, the big almighty dollar. I mean, you gotta work to get it, but not destroy your home.
Here's a man who wears 2 hats. Of course, he's only wearing 1 hat now.
Then after I started changing my views, things had to change down there, and I had a life of my own at home that had to be mine. I'll work for you and I'll work hard. But if I don't care to work the overtime, don't get so upset like I'm one of your children that said, no, I don't want to go to Grandma's house today. Usually the secretaries on birthdays throughout the year bring in a cake or something, and either just after lunch or mid-morning or something like that, we'll take a little break and sing this guy happy birthday or give him a funny card and things like this. A year or so ago, when I started making changes and letting my beard grow and push them for more money, these little extra things kind of went out the window. We have the cake and party routine for everybody down there. But myself, it's been skipped 2 years now.
He has made a lot of changes. And this is one thing that he has discovered about himself, too, in the last year, that when he has made up his mind about something, no matter what I say or anybody else says, that is what he's going to do, and he does it.
2 years ago, I would have thought that you showed strength as a husband by what you provide. Strength with the kids would be, I don't know, I think it would be just domineering more than anything else. Because you can just close your mind and your ears to anything. But if you want to get into the problems and you want to help things, you want to make things easier for everybody, it takes a hell of a lot more strength to get involved.
When I called Terry, about yesterday,
Yes?
not informing that I wasn't going, she said that her and Bill had split. Anyway, she came over and talked
This afternoon?
all morning. From about 9 to 2. But they're just at the point, like we were, that he's making a lot of money and ignoring
Household duties?
No, just his family. I mean, not duties. Things that I was talking about, needs that his family has emotionally. He thinks all the problems are hers. And he doesn't see any problems, which kind of sounded familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Maintaining good neighbors is just good business.
I honestly believe that if he would make an effort to be aware of what he is inside, to be sensitive to my feelings, to my needs, to Gina's feelings, and this will open a whole new world to anybody he comes in contact with. It'll give him a different perspective on everybody he meets. This is what I want for him. And I don't think that that's a selfish want. I really don't. I'm not saying that I have this capacity, because it's hard to develop that capacity on your own when you're being stopped at every turn.
Being brought up one way and trying to see another way is very difficult.
I'm willing to go because I want to straighten my marriage out and my family out, But
Yourself?
Well, my family. That's me.
Folks.
It's the top 4 inches of the bush.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That ought to do it. My children aren't so good. Neither is Gina.
You're really starting to get lax. The machine, the whole thing. Ah, you smelled it. First when he rolled it, it just came out so nice.
Like a small bomb.
Alright. One for the ladies. Fill their own.
Oh, far out. Yeah.
Oh. My head starts to hurt.
Susan Spotlight.
No, it's
No, David.
Oh, David. I must have done something wrong.
That's enough for that.
Let me have it.
Don't remember me, really.
Want that little devil? I'll trade you.
I think we ought to stand for this one, really.
Let's spit it out at you. What are you wowing about?
Declare that a disaster area.
I think we've hit on it.
That's all.
No, God. Just take an oxygen break. What happened to your eyes, man? Somebody take them from you?
Yeah, man, he brought it
Needs a
back.
couple of bandages.
He is momentarily blinded, but fortunately,
I'm fixing a little lunchy plate.
I look from the inside.
Just easy, son. I mean, you don't have to remove the vertebrae at all. Just the shoulders.
I'm about ready to hit the sack. So, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. There you go. Grab my cigarettes really good. And my lighter.
Night, you guys.
Later. Later on.
Everything seems to be operating smoothly.
But now he's willing to go to a counselor.
After she's told him to hit the road.
Mm-hmm. I mean, her suggestion of going to see Paul or anybody, he didn't want to be drug off to the hills to any...
Institution.
No, any hippie cult for a weekend.
Is that what he said, really? Better have a talk with him. Am I a hippie?
No, that's what he thinks we're doing. That's what he thinks we're involved in.
He's two-faced. A lot of the kids that I've grown up with and ran around with for time, we've kind of either grown away from them or vice versa, they've grown away from us. Take a pick. They have ideals and I have ideals. I will accept theirs. They don't seem to want to accept mine. I've had many comments on my hair and my beard. You know, people want to know what happened to you. What really happened? I'm me, same guy. I like a lot of people. But I fall into a category of something.
Truly a man who is qualified to wear two hats.